up, everybody? It's your boy Heems, and guys, we are back with another reaction video. Today, guys, we're checking out part 3 of Eternal Flame's suggestion in regards to Dragon Ball GT and the power levels to get a little bit more of an accurate understanding with all the inconsistencies over the years with Dragon Ball GT, and it's a story arc and everything else aligned up with the whole Dragon Ball timeline as a whole. But before we get into that, guys, make sure you hit that like button for your boy. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy at Heemscast Gaming. Share the video, share the channel, raid, host, all are welcome and greatly appreciated. To anybody who want to catch me stream, I stream Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, with play starts between 6:15, 6:30, and 7 p.m. Weekends are open schedules, so anything goes. Your boys on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Trovo, and D Live. I stream on all 5 platforms at the exact same time. Reaction videos are as early as 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. with a minimum of 1 to 2 videos at a time to 5 or 6, depending on your boy's work schedule. The grind is real for your boy. We're working between 6 to 8 days a week, including pickups, overtime, and scheduled. Make sure you follow your boy on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, Snapchat, and YouTube community for updates and more. Last but not least, guys, you may notice with the reactions as of now, they may look a little bit more transparent. The sound may even be altered at times. It's only so that way, guys, we can avoid issues of being demonetized. As always, guys, I always do you guys the courtesy of leaving the original link below. But if you guys still enjoy the reaction as a whole, I would definitely appreciate y'all smashing that like button and definitely tune into the link to get the original content. But without further ado, it is time to crack a hole in the GT's logic. Let's go.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Jay, and I'd like to welcome you guys to the final part of the Dragon Ball GT power skill. In my earlier parts, I've been able to get GT Goku decillions of times stronger than he was at the beginning of the series. And in this video, I wanted to focus more on his multiversal power. And this
I like that little, like, what it would have been like if GT did do like the Dragon Ball superhero movie.
Should ultimately lead to the video of where I compare Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super to find out just who is more powerful.
Yes, because to everybody real quick, they actually paid a homage to this argument in Fighter Z where Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta faces off against Super Saiyan Blue God Gogeta, or Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4 won. And I was like, what? I'm thinking, you know, God mode means like you pretty much past any and all limitations. But there are people who actually, even in my comments and stuff, that actually said that Super Saiyan 4 is even more stronger. So hopefully we get a better breakdown on that.
Powerful. Anyway, if you guys are ready to find out how strong Dragon Ball GT is, I need you guys to hit that subscribe button and the like button for me. And tell me who you think would win between Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super. Anyway, the table has been set.
Now let us begin!
Let's start off with something that may even surprise you. Dragon Ball GT Goku in the movie can be applied to him, but how can I prove this? Let's get some of the obvious ones out the way. For one, we see cool.
I was about to say, because ain't the movies technically considered non-canon? Now they do show in GT, I remember that, some of the characters from the movies, but I thought the movies, at least back then, they weren't canon.
Right here come out of hell in the Android 17 saga. That means the feats in the Cooler movie can be applied to GT Goku. He can do this. He's basically moving faster than
I remember that was a nice fight.
This would give him inaccessible speed. And through all of this, they were able to fight.
Now, I thought at this time that they were technically using instant transmission. I didn't know they was actually moving faster than the speed of light at that point, or without the use of instant transmission. Or what do you guys think?
And perceive each other through instant transmission itself.
Okay,
on top of
there
this,
we go.
He seems to have a power of resurrection like he did with the bird. And this speed and resurrection hack goes all the way to GT Goku, years later. Another way that I like to prove that GT Goku is movie Goku is in the form of Trunks and the Tapion movie. As we can see here, their swords are damn near identical and it works perfectly within the canon. I mean, honestly, think about it. The Trunks from GT is the one that we see grow up in Dragon Ball Z.
And that's funny. They don't never talk about that, whatever happened to the sword with Tape Out. But then I guess like, cause that was a Harudagon, if I'm not mistaken. So it came from that movie for this.
And as we know, the Trunks in that timeline never had a sword, except in one movie, Tapion's movie. The sword that GT Trunks wields is Tapion's sword from the Harudagar movie. Another extension of this is with Goku using the Dragon Fist all over the place in GT. And this is also in the Harudagar movie as well. And the last piece of this puzzle comes from Vegeta, who insists that Goku and him use the fusion dance to beat Omega Shenron. And as we know from Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta has no idea what the fusion dance even is. Or how to do it. However, in GT, it's Vegeta that brings up fusion to Goku, meaning he has recollection of it, ultimately making the Fusion Reborn movie canon to Dragon Ball GT. Since this movie
I was just about to bring that up too, because that was one of the best movies, the Fusion Reborn, with the fight against Janemba. So I'm wondering, were they carrying that, or were they even going to imply that based off of Dragon Ball Super?
canon in Dragon Ball GT, we can use the feat of Super Saiyan 3 shaking and warping infinity in the afterlife. The afterlife is comprised of 4 different space-times, and shaking this would only make you Universal Plus. However, this does make later feats in GT much more understandable. In Dragon Ball GT, it's been 15 years since he shook the afterlife, and now he's threatening to obliterate all of it just by powering up in base form. The afterlife, as I said before, is comprised of 4 different space-times, and threatening to destroy this.
Now, I don't know if this was accurate or not. There was a book, it was like a big old pamphlet, and it had all the characters. I wish I could remember this book. I used to carry this book with me every day when I was going to AB Myri Academy. But when they said he did that power up, that was supposed to be like either a glimpse of Super Saiyan 3. Do you guys agree with that, yay or nay, or do you think that was just his normal form if he was just that OP?
This makes you low multiversal, and this is just him powering up in base form, not even fighting. And this isn't even accounting for how much stronger he gets throughout GT that makes him low multiversal at bare minimum. If you guys want to know how strong he got throughout GT and don't want to take my word from it in this video, go check out these other 2 videos I made on Dragon Ball GT and its true power. This man Goku gets decillions of times stronger throughout this series, and it's not even funny. This will easily give GT Goku multiversal plus level power, since all you need to do to be multiversal to multiversal plus is destroy 1001 different space-time continuums. This also means that he's stronger than Gogeta, whose energy alone was seen through the infinite afterlife and even seep into their living world where they
now that's arguably, I could believe that, because even with like the last video where they talk about Super Saiyan Vegito, at this point Goku superseded all of that. Now if they were to put this back in Z, I could definitely see, you know, Goku having a problem, or if his power level was back then, if he somehow managed to have achieved Super Saiyan 4 early without the years of experience and training, at best I'll say he'll give Vegito and Gogeta a bit of a run for their money, but I think in the end they would still have an advantage at that time.
Could see and sense it there. And GT Goku surpasses all of this in base form. Not only that, but also in his base form, he was able to one-shot all of Limbo, which the lore for Limbo is described as a place without heaven or hell, or life and death. And GT Goku destroys this dimension in base form. Just to elaborate more on the power of Dragon Ball GT, in the fight with Baby throws a death ball, and the shockwave from the death ball is so powerful that it actually makes Goku drop into a different dimension of space and time, and was even able to warp through Kibito Kai's instant teleportation, to the point where he drops Goku into a different dimension of space itself. And all of this is just done by a Super Saiyan 3 baby, not even Super Saiyan 4. And even base form Goku later on in the series would fodderize Baby. Wow. And to go even more in depth, Super Saiyan 4 is the most resilient and perfect form that a Saiyan could possibly ever hope to have. It's so resilient that he can actually get knocked out and still retain Super Saiyan 4 and be heavily damaged that even glass damages him and he'll retain Super Saiyan 4. No form ever has been able to do this, ever. Also, Super Saiyan 4 at its maximum potential has a form of Ultra Instinct all on its own, as Goku states that he can feel every single one of your attacks coming before you even make them, stating that even though his eyes are completely gone and blind, he can feel every single one of your attacks coming as if he had his eyes open. And it's not just...
Now, I will give them that. even though they didn't put a name on this, like I think they, you know, capitalized on it now. But this could be very well the Ultra Instinct of his time, because no, he couldn't even see at that point. And if you remember in Dragon Ball Super, he actually forced himself to close his eyes so he didn't have to see.
Just like he can sense the energy, he's actually avoiding and reacting to inanimate objects, and his body reacts as though he had his eyes open. This doesn't just only boost his defense, but also his offense at least by 10 times what it usually is. GT Goku can destroy trillions of multiverses. He can move faster than instantaneous speed, and is the most durable and resilient transformation Goku has ever had in his entire life. He has 50 plus years of battle experience, and can even fight opponents that just by merely existing are destroying the entire universe. But first, I have to scale all of Dragon Ball Super, and then I'll give you guys a definitive answer on who would win between Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super. Listen, this was a lot of fun to make, and if you guys want to see more content like this, please hit that subscribe button and the like button for me, and drop me a comment on who you think would win between Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super. Anyway, subscribe today to join the Kamikaze, and I'll be seeing you very, very soon. Love y'all. See ya.
All right, so guys, that is part 3 of everything we needed to see, at least, or what was requested by Eternal Flame. But guys, what did you think? Who do you think have that? Like, honestly, I like his channel. Like, honestly, the music, everything vibes, and the way he has a way of breaking it down. Like, this dude has seriously done his research. He really went thorough with this. He even pulled up some of the books and stuff for like the different power levels to what was, because I remember there was a book that actually talked about that, about their different power levels, how far they've come. But mind you, though, that all that stuff happened way before Super was brought to life. So I'm curious now as to how far. I'm not gonna lie. You guys might hate me for this one just for a little bit, and we could agree to disagree, or we could talk about it in chat. I definitely want to see the following videos to see if, in fact, GT surpasses Super. From everything that they are talking about here, and honestly, if that is all like the case, like it very well, I can't believe I'm saying it, it could very well supersede Super. But there's a part of me that kind of still wants to see where Super comes out on this with, because I mean, it's Super Saiyan God. It's God. You have a form that's beyond anything of your comprehension and beyond anything of, but yet at the same time, like I said, they actually did set that up in Fighter Z where Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta lost. So, and then even that, like even with Gogeta, that only opens up to how much of his potential is, plus Vegeta's training and how far he trained, because even after him, the Baby Saga, he did keep up with his training, and on his own was already good. Plus that Super Saiyan 4 was like a nice little multiplier, not even nice, but beyond multiplier. So even saying that, and the more I'm thinking about it, I know I'm going back and forth, but I can see where Gogeta can in fact surpass that level. And it's been years and time to where it could supersede even the God form. The only thing that throws everything, or a lot of people with continuity or canon, is that Akira Toriyama was not behind that series. He gave the approval for it just to be made, but there was no manga or anything. There's fan-made manga, but it wasn't legit. So it's basically saying if it's not in the manga, then it's not quote-unquote real. But for the sake of this video, and just for theory's sake, I'm curious as to how that would all pan out. Guys, let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see. Do you guys want to see more Eternal Flame? If you happen to watch this and you see this and you want us to continue down this journey, please shoot me some more suggestions. I really do appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. To everybody who is a DBZ fan, let me know exactly which was your favorite series, your favorite saga, your favorite characters, and what are your input with this battle between the power levels. And do you think that GT supersedes everything else, or do you feel it's Super? All that and more, guys, let me know in the comments. But to everybody, it's your boy Heems Cast Gamer signing out. I'll see you guys soon with more content. To everybody out there, peace till the next video.